So we're going to look at our CSCL lesson for World War I, looking at soldier letters. So one thing that we look at with this activity is because World War I came after the Industrial Revolution, so many of the soldiers were able to record their experiences. And even better for us looking at this as historians is the National Archives of Great Britain, the United States, and Germany collected a lot of the experiences of these soldiers. And we're going to try and do something similar. So in this lesson, you're going to work in small groups. You're going to analyze examples of primary source letters from soldiers, which I'm going to show you. And then the second part of this is you're going to create an original podcast, an interview of soldiers where you, the students, take on the role as the archivist, recording the experiences for posterity, and then some of you will actually take the role of the soldiers here. You can see our state standards, and then just moving into the actual lesson. So part one. So in your small groups, you're going to make a copy of the Google Slides. So here's the presentation. You can make your copy by clicking here. Show up, make your own copy. And what you'll do as a small group is you're going to work and look at each slide, and you're going to provide a short summary of what was in the actual letter, and then you're going to talk about your takeaways. So for example, if we go through, so first one, trenches, up to our knees in water. If you click this, there's a link, and it'll show you from Great Britain, their National Archives. If you would like, there's a transcript. I recommend actually listening to it. Here's a picture of it. And so if you go through, let's see, let's click on another example just to see, right? So you go through letter summary, group takeaways in the slide notes here. Let's click this one. So trenches, handling a Maxim machine gun here. So this one has an audio recording.
Trenches, handling a Maxim. Dear Mr. Hunt, please accept yourself and convey to the other gentlemen my best thanks for the State Express cigarettes.
Okay, so you can listen to that. So in your small groups, you're going to listen to all 5 of these, and then you're going to provide a short summary and then a couple of takeaways listening to it as a group. What stood out to you? What was interesting? What might you have more questions about? So that's part 1. We will discuss it as a group once you guys do that with your slides presentation. And then applying that information, what you're going to do is you're going to create 2 plausible accounts, so 2 letters of your own, and then you're going to do an interview audio recording, so 15 to 20 minutes. So making a podcast, one thing I recommend, you can do it with like a voice memo on your phone. I'm really just wanting you to make sure to get the audio, but I know because so many of you listen to Spotify, Anchor is a great app where you can actually record your own podcast, so totally up to you. If you wanted to do like a Spark video, something that we've done before, you can do that. But the point being is you have assigned roles, a host, or maybe you have co-hosts, and then you're going to have students take the role of soldiers. And so you're going to basically do in the podcast what you will have observed from the British National Archives. You also need to have, in addition to an audio recording, you need to have a transcript of your interview, which would also include the accounts of the soldiers. And then just looking at the rubric here, full credit, you have the host and the co-host and the soldier account, so you're dividing up the roles, 15 to 20 minutes within the timeline. You have a written transcript, and then you've created using Anchor, Spark Video, voice memo on your phone, something like that. Also understand that it's a plausible account that you have created, and so it demonstrates your understanding of what the World War I fighting conditions were. And then also style and accuracy. Is it clear? Can we hear you in the audio? Is the transcript free of spelling and grammatical errors? Okay. If you have any questions, please let me know via email. Otherwise, because you can see this, you obviously found it, but you can click it here. You can find it in this window.